Okay, we're back here at the Champion Billiards here in Frederick, Maryland. We're going to have our hot seat match featuring Mr. Chris Bruner from Midlothian, Virginia, and Miss Kristina Tkach, originally from the Soviet Union, now living in Northern Virginia, playing out of Roy's basement. Roy Francisco, if you're watching your girl, sweating the action. Hello, Roy. Hello, anybody else that's on this stream. Bruner on the break, and it was a Mojave mash. He came up dry. I'm George Hammerbacher, voice of the action tour. This is a race to 8-9 ball, alternate break. Push out after the break, 3 fouls in a row, ball in hand by the same player, same game, loss of game. And it's also cue ball fouls only. And here we go. Kristina's going to probably have a safe play here. She was planning to hit the 2 ball and didn't do so, and gave Chris a kind of an oblique looking cut in the side pocket. I'm George Hammerbacher, longtime voice of the action tour, advanced level instructor, PBIA, Professional Billiard Instructor Association out of Baltimore, Maryland. Chris plays both balls and falls beautifully on the deuce. He's going to try to draw it back around the 6 and play for the 3 in the right-hand side pocket on your screen. That was what his original intention seemed to be. I still believe he's going to do that. Chris has really matured as a young man and as a player in the last year or so, and he used to get flustered easily, and he would give up when things were going bad for him, and now he's become disciplined. He's almost Zen-like at the table, and he's a nice young man. He always was. He just had temperament and focus issues as a young fella. Chris is going to probably bank his 3 ball too. Yeah, he had it clean in the side. He sold out this time. The young lady, this young phenom, Kristina, who's Kristina takes a 1-0 lead. Chris missed the 4 ball and sold out. The more I see this young lady, the more she's impresses me. And like a baby-faced assassin. Very, very, very attractive young lady from the Soviet Union, Russia, whatever you want to call it these days. Things seem to, these balls are so ugly they defy description, these balls. This is a, yeah, Chris just kind of flicked his wrist a little bit, you know. This is the Action Pool Tour. This is a regional pro, semi-pro tour playing in Maryland and Virginia. It's been in operation 8 years all told, and founded by Ozzie Reynolds, and until the fall of 2018, he was the owner and operator of the tour, and he sold to Kristina Wylie and Tiger Baker from the Q Masters room in Virginia Beach. And Kristina might not like this, because this boy can jump balls like nobody's business, and from the rail there, he's about 60-40 to make this ball. Easy. Oh, rattled it in the hole. That's, like I said, he was well over 50-50 favorite to make the ball. He sure competed with it. He scared that pocket. It kind of hopped. That's what cost him. When Ozzie Reynolds founded this tour, they have lots of nice little features. They play 8, 9, and 10 ball, and additionally they also have bar table stops on this tour, which some players enjoy the bar tables and play better on them. We also feature the Second Chance tournament. That's a little mini tournament. Little mini tournaments on Sunday for half the entry fee. So the players that were unfortunate on Saturday can get another opportunity to play if they've traveled for some distance, and it's a good thing. This looks like a possible safe here. Wow, that came all the way out and came clear. They have a break and run jackpot tournament, or not tournament, but a contest where they draw for prizes, and I believe next stop will be $70 a ball. We were we were had a $60 last night, and Sean Wilkie drew and broke in a ball and tried to shoot the one, but didn't make it, and he got nothing. Well, that pocket again got him. And the top six, we're going to have the top 16 players are coming back for the Pineapple Morris Memorial Shootout at the Q Master Billiards on December 7 and 8 in Virginia Beach. The top 16 players with points are confirmed, and it's going to feature a prize fund of $1,500 to first, $1,000 for second, third $700, fourth $400, fifth and sixth $250 apiece. Even if you're 13 to 16 place, you get your money back, your $100. So that's one you can't go wrong. It's the Action Pool Tours. Thanks. Well, she got lucky again. That four could have gone on the side and left her speechless. And this is Kristina is sponsored on tour by Predator Cues and Products, which are one of our main sponsors of the Action Pool Tour. We're also sponsored by Q Sports International. Ozzy Reynolds, the founder and original owner of this tour, is the owner-operator of the PCA Pool Leagues in North America. They run big events all over the country. They're connected with the PCA Jamboree every summer in Las Vegas at the Rio. 10,000 players descend on the Rio for a pool tournament. Pros, amateurs, about anybody you could think of. Two-rail kick possibility here. Chris hits it, and good shot. Four ball almost looks frozen on the cushion. She's going to look at it. She's going to try to two-rail this ball past the 6 and behind the 5-9-7 and put the cue ball on the top rail, I think. Or she's coming down table with the cue ball, either way. Well, Chris has a look at the ball. Not the greatest look. We're also sponsored by Diamond Pool Tables, Simonis Cloth, Aramith Balls, Kamui Products, OzoneBilliards.com, Tiger Cues and Products. They make tips and other billiard equipment. Viking Cues out of Madison, Wisconsin. Wonderful cues, custom made in the Northlands. I lived up there for a few years and played lots of people sporting them, and they loved it, and they're played with worldwide. We're sponsored by Grant Wylie Photography. Chris Wylie, co-owner of Action Pool Tour, it's her husband, and he does fantastic photography work in the Hampton, Newport News, Virginia Beach area, Tidewater area they call it. We also feature a couple of players that are sponsors. Hasselman and Hunt Family Dentistry. Dr. Dave Hunt played in their events this week, and he either got to the money or just missed. We had 41 players start yesterday at 12 noon, and now we're down to the final 4. There's another match going on the one-loss side between Matt Craw out of Delaware and Sean Wilkie from Haverty Grace. These guys have known each other forever. They played 100 times if they played once. They're on the one-loss side, and the loser of this match goes over to play them, one of them, who's left from those two. Good strike from Chris. But he's still sort of handcuffed here. And we also have East Coast Landscaping, Larry Flager, Lightning Larry from out of that region, and he's a million laughs. You know, he's in his busy season now. He does landscaping work, so. If Larry, if you're listening, just keep on keeping on. Look forward to seeing you next time. Just cabinets. She's going to try to come behind the 7. Oh, she sold out finally. That's a real tender shot. Perfect touch. Chris Bruner evens the count up at a game apiece with Kristina. And other venues of the Action Pool Tour. Next month, we're going to be, in 1 month's time, we're going to be at the Breaker Sky Lounge in Herndon, Virginia for a 10-ball event at the Breaker Sky Lounge. It's right down the Dulles Toll Road Expressway, about 10 miles outside the D.C. Beltway off of Virginia 265. Miss Shauna Lewis, who also is a pretty good little regional player in her own right when she's not running that bar. It's a nice place with gold crown 4s and up in a downstairs setup, and they got plenty of room between tables, and Shauna plays herself, like I said, and she always has her equipment in immaculate condition, and the staff there treats us like kings. We've been coming there for several years. Shauna has also hosted the First Responders Olympic Pool Tournament about 3 years ago down there at her place where fire, police from all over the world were playing pool in their pool Olympics down there. And wonderful time we had. I was on the broadcast mic doing that particular week. Okay, let's see. We have Chris on the that was sort of a slap at that ball. He didn't really give it the attention or respect it seemed to be due. She's going to try to spin. No, she has to go this way because the 8-ball was in her path to go down table. I'll roll him on top of the 4, I think. That was somewhat feeble for her standards. That was a pretty gnarly little leave there. It hit the point. Chris got bum rushed off of that roll and leaves Kristina a very, very attractive scoring opportunity here with the 3 straight in the side and 4 ball sitting in a pretty advantageous position for her. This is just shoot, just draw it a little bit. Ideal, and that's perfect line. She'll drift a little towards the 6, but she'll be perfect on it. He's going side to side. He might be playing for the 8 in the side. Now the corner. That's a good shot, but she's got to go down table probably and follow it. That's delectable speed. Very, very good. Two games to 1. Kristina over Chris here. I have no idea. Maybe they know over there. I don't. Whoa. We kept that 3 ball out, but it's just as well because she was snookered on the 1 anyway. So push out here, each incoming player has his or her option to push out the shot immediately following the break. Kristina has her option to whether to shoot herself. She might be going to try to play the carom with the 9 ball. Hit the 1 about 3/4 with a drive and follow stroke, and it can go close to the 9 and maybe send it towards the pocket. On the carom. I don't know if that's what she's going to do or she's going to try to hide and play safe. She ain't going to like this. This might be a lot of inside English right, and shooting lip the pocket, down table where he's standing. It's going to come close. But Kristina pried a shot out of Chris, and has a layout now. She draws her ball correctly. She can get to the 2 in the open pocket and really have a nice layout. Playing for the 2 in the upper left, I think. No. Might be a safe behind all of those balls. That's wide open looking opportunity. If Chris might have to jump the 7 ball a little bit. Might be clear though. Pocketed both the 2 and the 3. And has it looks like the Matt Craw and Wilkie match is over. Like Matt and Sean are over, I think. Unscrewing their cues. Sean Wilkie just reported, took out Matt Craw from Delaware, scores 7-1, so Sean is guaranteed 3rd place, and he's going to await the loser of this particular contest we're viewing here for the chance to play in a 1-race final to race to 10 for the title. Yeah. Nice seeing you, Matt.
You too.
Oh, this looks like a pretty good rack for Chris. He's got ball in on the break and excellent shot on the 1 with a potential combination with the 9 down the line someplace. Might have to put his cue extender on for this one. Chris is a little wrong on this 3 ball. He might be looking at playing the carom, the 5. Now he's got, you can't tell whether that's a 4 ball or the 8 ball. Both dark colors having trouble picking it up. Oh, he lips out the bank. Now that was the submission hold there, but maybe the 6 doesn't, it covers the 3. Oh, that was just gruesome. That was what touch. He sold that one out. Three games to two. That'll play pretty well. We got a nice little rub off of that ball to get. Wow. Never touched a thing. Chris has ball in hand here, and these balls all look pretty open. Rather than the tube ball, I might have to play for that in the side. Still short. He's taking these wild banks. Position error. Might have a 2-railer added up to the out of the top upper corner, but it's very, very tenuous. No strike. Oh, we almost hit that rank. Three games apiece. Q Sports International, Las Vegas, Nevada, North American distributors of Magic Rack. You see, even tables that are in good condition, the balls create pits that Chris is struggling to get a clean, effective rack on, and as a result of that, it was huffing and puffing to get to one to stay frozen. Chris gets a good break there. He gets a two kicked in up over the hole. Shot I see actually for him is to pocket the two, come off the rail, hit the 9, break up the 9, and open up the 3 ball. That wasn't as good as he could have done with that ball. He's left the top rail. Went past it and didn't hit it. 2 fouls she's on, I do believe. But I don't know if Chris knows this. I think his play is to paste her up on top of those balls and not even try to do any business with this run out. What's he looking at? He doesn't. Maybe he's already forgot that she's on 2 fouls. If he listens to the tape of this broadcast, he'll remember after he forgot, maybe, because this isn't necessarily, unless a 5-9's a good combination play. This is folly. This is folly. He had ball in hand and could have locked her in the crotch of those balls on 2 fouls. Now he's going to have to sing for his supper. It was on 2 fouls. Don't even remember. Got to stay cognizant of every portion of the game when you're at the table, not just so intent on some things. Now he's not in the position he wants to be in, I don't think. It's still not the easiest. He had the opportunity to foul her out and get on the lead. Now he's sold out. Maybe left a pretty good run out here on a game like this. Didn't make any sense. He had her reeling. Now she's off the foul. And that's going to scratch. Should, maybe not. Well, you see, when you don't pay attention, this is what happens to you. He had her on 2 fouls and had ball in hand and tried to do a goofy run out that he had absolutely no swing with. And now he's in this spot, getting out-moved, outplayed, and out-thought. So he's going to have to get back on his game. He's having brain cramps. He might get lucky here, but I don't think he did. A game given away like that. Four games to 3 for Kristina. Horse go up the other way, but of course. Real nice break, a nice layout here for sure. Whoa! She got too cute with that ball. All right. Chris is going to get another nice opportunity from a faux pas from Kristina. That ball's gone. He is getting careless. It's hard to stay focused for an entire tournament, though. I played in a zillion of them in my lifetime, and I know what this is like sometimes when you're struggling. Sometimes a mental game. Kristina's going to put him back behind the 9 ball. That's almost a sure thing. It lays natural to fall. 2 cushions come right behind the 9 ball with the cue ball. She banked at it. And that was... How many shots you want, Chris? Well, these rails are fast. Good grief. That's a great shot there. Fell right on the money. Four apiece. Halfway to, and they're neck and neck here, going down the back stretch. Lovely break. Three balls pocketed. It's got a very, very tempting looking shot here. He missed on the overcut side, which is a good thing. That was just an elegant roll she got there. Got a perfect shot to pocket this 2 and let the 9 push the cue ball back in line for her. Thing is, the 9 could tie up the 3. She drew it over. What a shot. That was an excellent shot there. Two rails. Probably just shoot and stop right there. Or roll forward ever so slightly, an inch or two. This is player's choice, this particular shot. Either the high left ball and around the horn for the 9 in the same pocket, or the draw. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, really. Oh, she hit this ball. Nice hit. Kristina takes a 5-4 lead. Nice break. Kristina gets a bizarre kick in the side pocket. This match is just going back and forth with these two combatants, and that's who's going to win this one's anybody's guess at this point in time. She doesn't qualify as a local lady, does she? Yeah. She plays good. Oh, sure. Well, you go through a field like this undefeated at this point in time, there's no more guessing. I did just now. They're coming with something. I saw that club-looking wrap thing and whatever that was, and I'm going to be... It's all good. Well, Chris makes quick work of that game and ties this match up at 5 games apiece. This champion Billiards here on the Buckystown Pike, Maryland 85, a little bit south and of Frederick, is got good food and a wonderful atmosphere. Place to come and sing and dance. You know, they got nice nightclub set up here, as well as the pool is totally separate from all of that, and lovely place, an outside veranda for people that care to smoke under an awning. Tours have been coming here for years of different promoters, and it's always a nice venue here. So we have 5 games apiece between Kristina and Chris, and Chris didn't hit them with that much of thought, but he makes 2 balls anyway. The 2 and the 5 both go in the side pocket, and this shot is eating Chris's lunch, and he keeps overcutting this ball slightly, like that. But I always enjoy coming here. This is about 45 minutes from my house. I'm at the beginning of I-70 on the Baltimore Belt, off the Baltimore Beltway near I-70. And this is like a 45 minute ride up a easy expressway, 70 mile an hour speed limit. It's very seldom a grind. Oh, I'm going to be like the evil Gorfian robot empire here and attack. I'm going to step off the mic for a second, and I'm going to eviscerate some victuals at this juncture.
you got Tiger and Chris in the booth. Quarterfinal match, 5-5. Guess not a better time to sit down in the booth.
I know George has already done the hard work for us and getting it all set up. We just have to kind of glide home.
Well, the loser of this match is going to go to the semifinal match against Sean Wilkie, who ran through Matt Crawl 7-1. There's been a little deliberate pace in this match, slowed Chris down a bit. But she's been playing, Kristina's been playing really good. Left himself a little bit more on this 9-ball than he wanted for sure, but he's getting that pace back to him.
Well, we've definitely seen him make that shot more than a few times.
And he hung it. Left her a long shot down the table. This is going to be a real tester for her too, but Chris has got to make those kind of shots if he's going to be a three-peater on the Action Pool Tour today.
That's right. We had our last event at Peninsula Billiards, and then the event before that.
She's off the rail enough for the cue ball, and on the kick ball. And she nails it. Kristina goes up 6-5 here. I tell you what, with a Fogger rated at over 700, you're not going to find many people or ladies on the East Coast with numbers like that. Over 700 with her Fogger rating.
I can tell by the number of folks watching the stream that she's got a following, I'm sure, that are cheering her on.
And if you like what you've seen and like what you've heard this weekend, we'll be coming back up to the Maryland area, upper Virginia, in September on my birthday, to be able to have another nice event here at Breakers Billiards is our next stop, right?
We'll be at Breakers Sky Lounge.
That's right.
Shauna Lewis is going to be hosting our event. We're grateful for her. She's
like
been a good supporter for us, and hopefully we will return the favor.
It looks like Tim McClure and Jared have finished their match. Not sure who won, but we'll find out shortly. We're down to 3 in that second chance tournament here also. Kristina's went to the other side of the table for a break here. Trilling the ball, 1 ball dead in the side pocket is what you're looking for when you're doing these breaks. 2 balls wide open, got a nice table here. If she can get to the hill here, she'll be sitting in the hot seat, guaranteed second place against one of these guys. She's like ice. Didn't show much frustration at all on any missed shots. There's very few missed shots that she's had, but grace and elegance and everything that goes with it on the table here. She's going to have a long career. A long career. Kick off the 4 ball. I think she got lucky here. No, she had a difficult time on a 3. So did McClure or Jared win that match over there? That's a big win for Tim McClure. The Beast. Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton will be playing the loser of the hot seat match in the second chance. And the winner of that match will get some money back. Yeah. The Pineapple Morris Memorial Shootout. Q-Master Billiards in Virginia Beach on December the 7th and 8th. People be coming to town to try to win some of that Christmas money and the prestige of the first annual Pineapple Morris Memorial Shootout. What a beautiful kitchen. That's right. If you don't make the top 16, on that event in December, that doesn't mean you're out of the action. We're going to be throwing an open event for all players. I hope that everybody comes out to see us there in Virginia Beach, and all of our local players, this is the one we need you on. This rack is bigger for Chris than it is for Kristina. The 6'6" compared to a 7'5" is a real big difference. I don't think he's got to play anymore to make sure he's there. The streak that he's on will hopefully our contingency from the beach will also play in these last 3 or 4 events and climb their way back in with double points events coming up in the next 2 spots. That's right, and following that event, we will be having the Virginia State 8-Ball Championships at Q Master Billiards. We're looking for a great field in that one. Right there before spook time, so we're going to have a great time out there. Hopefully have enough ladies to have a great field for the ladies also and pay a real good field for them. Also the 14.1 straight pool championships with a lot of pros and a lot of added money in that one also. So it's going to be a fun October in the Tidewater pool scene. I'll be there. I know you'll be there. So that means we'll be there. Chris is going to have to power this ball. Chris be able to go over to the 5-ball here, being straight in. He's got to either hit a heavy draw or a heavy follow here. He's looking at this real heavy because this is a really big shot in this match. Like I said, a 6-6 score would be a heck of a lot easier than a 7-5 with her on the hill. He's going to have to power this ball. And there it is. And it followed through and he scratched. Oh, wow. I think the pace of this match has affected him slightly. Of course, her level of play is affecting him also, but when you're playing Sean Wilkie and the pace is very, very quick, you seem like your rhythm can be better. He's got to find his rhythm every time he goes up here, and she's on her rhythm. Very deliberate pace, very mechanical, but very, very awesome. Most definitely. You're one of the fastest shooters tonight, Chris. I'll tell you what, when she gets on a roll here, she doesn't rattle anything. She's in dead center pocket on every shot. Just as to come down and leave herself so simple. And people at home, you're thinking these are easy. She's making them look easy is what she's doing. Some of this stuff isn't easy at all. People on the side just drift on down for the ride. Right off the bottom rail, and wow, just wow. She left herself a little long here on the rail also. It's a little tester. I'll tell you what, it's more of a test than she wanted. I guarantee that, but she's going to take a look at this one for a sec. She's going to get over it and see what she can do. missed it. She definitely got out of shape on the shot before. She wanted to leave herself a lot easier than what she did. And if Chris gets up here and bangs this 9-ball in, she's going to remember that shot if it costs her the match. And Chris realizes how important this shot is for him also. Again, not feeling a little cold with no rhythm. I'm sure he's going to bang this one home. And it did, so we're at 6-6 now. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get any better than this. After many, many hours of play on Saturday and Sunday, you're coming down to a race to 2 in the hot seat with the loser having to go up against a strong Sean Wilkie, who probably would have been the top choice if you had to handicap this event for sure, with Chris probably a strong second and Kristina right there too. So if you had to pick the top 3, and Calcutta knew the top 3 because they've swept and already cashed out today before this we even got to the semifinals, so they know what they're doing. And the bracket spread out enough to where they didn't have to play each other too much early. It's always a good thing in these events. But as you know, even the amateurs in this event all cashed. We pay deep. Pay all the way 9 through 12. Make sure that everybody's got an opportunity to go home with some cash. Top female also. So 13 places out of 41 were paid today. Most definitely. That's right at 32% of the field was paid today. On top. Always. Don't accept that from any tour that you're on. If you're not finding out how much money you're making by the 4th hour of your play, then something's not right. Know what you're getting. Know what your Calcuttas is. That's why we've done that from day one, and I think our players really appreciate that. We've had a real good response from the local players here today and throughout the whole weekend. And I tell you what, other than Q Master Billiards at home, which is our home spot, this is one of the most beautiful pool halls I've ever been in. Service has been second to none. High back, expensive chairs to watch all the way around, and just been treated greatly. That's true. And Chris has called timeout here at 6-6. Gonna come back in here. We'll have his break coming. So I'm going to tell you what, I don't think either one of them want to lose this match. Nobody ever wants to lose, but this match is worth about $300 in guaranteed money with a shot at another $500. So that's true too. Well, it looks like we got a battle in the second chance over there also. Who do we got over there? Alvaro Wylie. Don Steele, but I like seeing Alvaro Wylie. Yeah, it just sounds like something. Shows up for every second chance tournament. Very great attitude, and with all of the different personalities you see in this game, he's one of the good guys. Let me say it again. Alvaro Wylie. Okay. I'm happy now. He's beat a lot of good players. Brandon Schuff finished third in the Virginia State 9-ball championship, losing a very close match to the Raybart Lim. And he was up on the eventual champion, Eric Moore. Eric come back pretty heavy. So Chris has been playing a good pool for 3-4 months now. He's been on the verge of doing exactly what he's been able to accomplish lately. A very nice break here with a wide open table. He's went out and pumped himself up. Got a little swagger in his step. This is going to be a big shot. You have to stroke this ball nice to come back for 4 and hit it perfectly. Squeeze body aid just enough, I think. I think if he was on it, he would be on it already. I spoke a little too quickly there, but you know me. Even when I don't speak quick, I'm quick. Yeah, so I'm going to go for a little mass there. A little spin on it. Not a make. He's going to have so might bend it over to the side rail and bring the cue ball all the way back right about where she is. We'll see what happens there. Or, you know me, I'd bang the 4 into the 9 and hope for the best, but that's not the way these guys play. Side rail and back on the bottom. I'll tell you what, sometimes I know a little bit about this game. Not much, but I know a little bit. Okay. He's going to have to go short rail behind the 5 ball to get here, I think. At 6'6", that shot there is why she's over 700 on the Fargo scale. What a great shot. Great speed. He's just going to spin it off the bottom rail and try to make contact here. He may get lucky and make the ball. Be a touch to 9. The cue ball grabbed a little early there, and this is disaster at 6'6". Tell you what, I'd put a 90% mark on this one for her to be able to run out. She's going to hit top English, spin it off the side rail, just come right back down. Looks like she's got plenty of angle for it. Just pushed it forward and makes it easy. She almost came up short on that shot. Don't know why she was so careful that she could have hit a little low English and brought it off the rail. It would have been easy. But like I said, she makes it look easy. So 2 ball and a 6 coming up top. Put 8 in the side pocket right where she's standing. And there it is. Boom, boom. 7-6. She won't hit a rail on this ball, or it would be dead center. So, okay, boom. Same thing on a 9. 7-6, Kristina Tkach. On the hill, on the hill, on the hill. The way these tables have been spread, I haven't seen too many breaking runs on these things. I've seen a lot of safety play. The games have lasted a little bit longer than what we're using to. We're at 4:02 right now. Still looking at a 6 o'clock departure. If everything goes well. I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors while we're sitting here. Chix Cabinetry out of California has gave us a little bit of money to keep us going here. Appreciate you, Jillian Richardson. Larry Flager. East Coast Landscaping. That's right, and he's a beast locally. He's always in a game, playing in every tournament he can play in. I want to say thank you to Larry. Also, Brown's Mechanical out of Richmond. One of our biggest supporters and a great, great guy. Any of your air conditioning needs, look up Brown Mechanical in Richmond for all your air conditioning service needs. Got a great reputation locally and nationally. If you need work done in Florida, call him. He'll come. taking pictures at a battlefield today, just visiting and having a good time. Here's Kristina with a really important ball. She did go to the other side of the table. The one ball went in the side, but it was on a kick this time, and I tell you what, that kick may win her the match. This 2-ball is the tee shot to be able to keep it away from not going in the pocket on a scratch on the side. If she goes the other way, she's going to have to go 3 rails. But it looks like she's going to put it right in the corner. She's got to be careful drifting this cue ball into the side pocket. She's looking over, but you can tell she's ready to roll. If she goes that way, she's going to have to come around 1, 2, maybe 3 rails past the 5-ball to get a shot on the 3. And the scratch is in play on either direction. No, she went with a softer shot there instead of drilling and coming 3 rails. She tried to just play at 1 rail, and he does have a shot at 2. Got plenty of room there with no scratch, but can he hold the 2 for a shot at the 3 in the pocket that he's standing in right now? That's the question. This could be the last time he gets to the table if he leaves her open, so everything right here is going to be methodical, well thought out, and here he goes with some back English on his 2-ball. Oh, he touched the 6, but hey, got a nice little break here on the miss. Nice little break. Yeah, this is when she can lay into the side rail. George has finished his chow and fries and potato chips, and
he's saying give me 2 more minutes.
He needs 2 more minutes. He ate that sandwich so fast his body's got to catch up, so we got to give him a break here. Yeah, that was not a good safety play. Kristina does not like that shot. Here again, a 3-ball. I tell you, some of these angles we get are not great neither, so I apologize to you, Kristina. Actually made a great shot there. This could be a cross-side bank on a 2, or maybe try to cut this thing straight in the side pocket. The problem with the cut is you got a lot of distance to come back down the table for a 3-ball. So if there's any way to stick that cue ball where the 2 is, then it'd be a decent safety to play.
Looks like he is going to stay with the jump cue.
Chris is one of the best jumpers on the tour. Not only does he make balls, he gets shape on the next ball. Let's see what he does here.
Not what he was hoping for.
Well, and this is 7 balls of wide open play. The entire game right here sits on the 2, getting on the 3. After that, it should be money for Kristina and a spot in the finals. I think she's feeling it right now. She's got the confidence. You can't tell whether she's up 7-0 or down 7-0. She keeps the same demeanor on the table. And she's got a long career in front of her if she can keep that attitude up. Everybody on the stream should take a note on how she's able to keep her composure even when some of the shots don't go her way. You can't tell whether she's on or off by her facial expression or her demeanor. So here's the 2-ball. Gonna roll up toward the 3. She hit it nice.
She hit it really nice.
And got hooked on the 9-ball now. Looks like she's hooked, and from here it's hard to tell. But
Yeah, I mean, the depth perception here makes it look like it's a shootable shot, but we've already seen that with Chris's shot.
well, I'll tell you what, she's going to man say here.
Yeah. Once again.
I don't think she likes it. We're going to go ahead. You know what? The mouth of the north, George, is back. I'm going to give up my headset right now. Of course, you can stay here. You know what's going on, but back to George Hammerbacher. This is Tiger Baker signing out. If anyone needs to get a hold of me, you know how. Okay. Thank you.
That means leave a voicemail message and hope he returns the call. have Mr. George Hammerbacher back online. Orange shoe didn't contact the 3 ball. I don't know exactly
Well,
what I think just happened.
well, I don't know. It looked like she was trying to hit it so soft and just subtly spin and touch the 3 and leave the cue ball behind the 3 on the rail, which might have been her only real escape. Otherwise, she'd have sold out just hitting the ball.
Yeah, Chris had a shot earlier where the spin just took it offline. So it's certainly not the first time in this match we've seen something like that.
Sure. Is your second chance tournament still running?
It is. We have Mr. Tim McClure waiting to play the loser of the current hot seat match, which is Alvaro versus Don.
Oh, Don Steele. He's an old Pennsylvania iron-faced player from ever and ever. I've known Don for 25 or more years. Always travels with his wife, and just one of the top 5 players in Pennsylvania for a long, long time from around Pittsburgh. Excellent player.
Well, we certainly.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, Mr.
Chris gave a call to Hanna-Barbera there, you know, with Huckleberry Hound and the Hound Dog Howdy.
Well, Kristina certainly got the game to make that kind of a shot, so.
Watch the side pocket, right side pocket. She's going to play to overcut the ball, I think. Oh, like I said, that side pocket got real close, didn't it? Looks like
Just nipped the 9 ball coming out of it, but.
it looks like Chris is going to have to deal with Sean Wilkie momentarily. Wow, Kristina awaits the outcome of that carnage.
I'm sure she has a slew of fans online watching that are just cheering for her right now.
Well, she plays out of Roy's basement in Northern Virginia. Roy Francisco, a gentleman that took a couple lessons from me. In fact, Roy is a guy that knows all the players, and
there we have it. The hot seat is now officially Kristina's.
Kristina takes it down by the score of 8-6 in a tight, tense battle. We'll be back here momentarily for the semifinal match, the final match on the loser's side, which will take place in a couple minutes between Mr. Chris Bruner and Sean Wilkie, to see who gets the honor of playing one set against this young Russian star in a single race to 10 for the title on Action Pool Tour stop number 8 next month on September 14th and 15th. The Action Pool Tour will be at the Breaker Sky Lounge in scenic downtown Herndon, Virginia, for a 10-ball contest. Miss Shauna Lewis has always has her tables in just prime condition, and she's been a friend to the Action Tour forever and ever, and she has great food. Service she has is just tremendous. The people treat us like a king when we're there at the Action Tour. They're just as good as it gets. So that's where we're going to be next month, and we're going to have at the tail end of the year in